Every once in a while, a driver can run off the road, and this should be considered an emergency because of the loss of control you will experience. Unfortunately, I can say I've run off the road before, and it was to avoid a car that had pulled right in front of me, and my ability to slow the car down changed greatly because I was driving on grass. This grass surface meant less traction, so my braking and steering became far less responsive. Therefore, control of the car decreased. Running off the road really has two causes. One is simply distractions like changing the radio, eating, drinking, you spill something, texting, looking at driving directions, etc. All of the things that would cause a driver to take either their hands off the wheel or their eyes off the road, or both. The other cause of drivers running off the road would be an emergency of some type, like something suddenly interrupting or blocking the driver's intended path, or car failure. Examples of these emergencies might be your brakes failing, or the car in front of you screeches to a stop. In either event, you might be better off swerving to the right than having a collision with cars in front of you. Side note here. In an emergency swerve, in America, always swerve to the right. If you were to swerve to the left, it would leave you in the lane of oncoming traffic. So swerving to the left is a never-do action. Always go to the right. In this picture, we see the car has run off the road. One of the key issues here is the edge. If this edge were 3 to 4 inches tall, we would have a real problem because once we run off the road, that edge would act like a barrier and keep us from getting back on the road easily. Now, imagine, if you will, driving down the road and you do run off the road. Your natural instinct will be to quickly steer back onto the road. This decision can change your life. What happens is that when your tire runs into that edge, it will block it and can ultimately flip the car end over end. Let's watch this video to get an idea as to what happens. Now, here's the solution. If you run off the road that has an edge, first, do not hit the brakes suddenly and hard. Slowing down should happen by taking your foot off of the accelerator and softly applying the brakes. Secondly, grip the steering wheel firmly and hold it straight. Expect the steering wheel to want to move around because your car is now off the road on an uneven surface. Now, by steering straight and slowing down before you try to re-enter the road, you should be under control. Once under control, take your car to the right and then try to get back over that edge so that the tread of the tire meets the edge, not your tire's sidewall. The other factor that makes running off the road so dangerous is the loss in traction. Some road surfaces have great traction, so they respond quickly and efficiently to your tires when you're trying to brake, steer, or accelerate. These surfaces would be dry concrete and asphalt, in that order. Lower traction surfaces would be gravel, dirt, or grass, like pictured here. It is this difference that makes running off the road so dangerous because if only the right side tires run off the road, then the left side tires would be left on a high traction surface and the right side tires would be on a low traction surface. Therefore, the way each side of the car responds to braking, steering, and acceleration will be different, sort of giving a twisting effect. This twisting will make keeping the car under control harder. Therefore, braking softly and holding the steering wheel firmly are the only ways to combat this situation. Different road surfaces are not the only thing that affect traction. The weather can play a huge role. Whenever weather is affecting the road, slow down and increase your following distance. Just strongly embrace the idea that when it is raining, snowing, or in Texas, icing, slowing down is the best solution if you still decide you must drive somewhere.